I've been trying to figure out some answers to some macroeconomic questions I've had for quite some time. And it seems that I've not been able to find an economist with the patience enough to sit through all my stupid questions to get to the understanding I'm looking for. So a couple of days ago, I decided to have a chat with Gemini. And it actually worked out quite well in terms of continuing to ask questions and, based upon responses, ask more questions. And it turned into quite an exchange, which isn't finished yet. And then I wanted to save it, and I selected it and pasted it someplace else, and it ends up with all of these images and things in it that takes forever to clean up. So I went looking, and I found this plugin for Google Chrome, which says Gemini side panel. And I found out that, well, when I turn it on, it gives me access to Gemini right here in the side panel. So that was a step in the right direction. And then I went to Google Docs and found out that if I go ahead and do this and look and ask these questions, as I'm asking the questions and it's generating responses, if I drag them over into the Google Doc as I create them, because of the formatting that comes with it by default, Google Docs creates a list of just what the questions are along the way so that I can walk through it. Now, this exchange has not gotten to a point of allowing me to figure out all of the questions that I have at the moment. I mean, the questions are endless. It's just this particular topic of what happens in terms of the money flows from the government and the national debt and public and external, in terms of what happens with a deficit, a trade deficit, and how it influences other things. So when I looked at this, I realized that, I could actually go through this and I can build a model from these responses in terms of, because it tells me that if this happens, and what happens, and as an implication of that change, and I can actually copy these pieces right into the model. Now, I haven't done that yet, and I might or might not do that, though it was interesting to realize that I could, in fact, carry on this exchange with Gemini and capture the questions and the responses, and then go back through and think about them some more and ask more questions. So this exchange is not finished, and I can continue it when I get around to it. But at the moment, I'm fascinated to find something that seems to know enough about economics and is willing to have the patience to put up with me as I continue to ask my stupid questions about how this influences this and what the implications are of changing these things. So we'll see what happens. It's just, I was sufficiently excited about it that I wanted to share what I figured out, which may or may not be of interest to you. I hope it is. And you can take it from there. So I'll include the links to this document and the plugin in the notes section of the video. So take care, and I'll see you probably in another post before long. Bye.